Hey, everybody. Hi. I am sorry I am running a tad bit late. I was trying to grab some colors and things and get it ready. We are going to try this technique together. Hey, everybody. Oh, goodness, forgot. I am sorry. We're going to try it together. I haven't done a watercolor technique like this before, so we'll see how it works. Trying to get my stuff organized so I can lift up my document camera a little bit taller. See if that'll help us. All right. Hi, I am Brenda Sellers, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the good old state of Knoxville, Tennessee. I just celebrated year number 5 of being a demonstrator, and I'm loving it. And I don't typically do messy, so you're going to get to see me play with messy stuff tonight. And we might not finish a card, but we'll have our backgrounds ready. And I just wanted to play with this. I pulled out some watercolor paper last night, or not last night, Saturday night, and thought, let's play with it. And then tonight, when I was in an office supply store of all places, to get some labels for something else I'm doing, I walked by their little clearance aisle on an end cap, and they had baby wipes on sale. So I grabbed me a pack of those, and I thought, oh, I just saw somebody else do this technique. I'm going to try it. So if you'll hang out with me for a little bit, we will try it and see what it looks like. And remember, let me share my screen, and that way you can see the what I'm talking about. Advanced. Talk myself through this. I'm not sure why. I have to do that almost every time. Okay. It's celebration time in Stampin' Up! World. And so my upline and I always host a celebration. And what that simply means that as a customer, if you choose to participate in our free class with a ticket, to earn that ticket, you purchase at least $100 between January and February 29th. That's before tax and shipping. If you are one of my team members, or you have somebody who joined your team, you and your new joiner get to come for free. So team, you need to sell or buy 150, promote, or get a team member. So if you want to come to that, you can, those are the ways to come to our celebration. I believe we have it scheduled the end of March. This is my calendar of events for February. I did add in a February the 9th Galentine's event. So look for that email and my event on Facebook. All right, let's get messy. You see a little glare there. I'm sorry. Let's put a piece of watercolor paper on top of it. We are going to play with the re-inkers. I guess that's what they're called. It's little drops of our ink from our color families. So I keep mine in a drawer over there, and I can tell which ones I've re-inked my ink pads with by the little band across the top, because it makes it easier to find. Before I put these away, I will put the little marker on top. That is the little band, or the little label that comes on the back of your stamp pad. Let me show you. So what I do with my stamp pads is I put one of the stickers there and on the front. The front one has the color name. They're these little labels that come on the back of your ink pads. So why not use them all? And they just peel right off. So I peel one there. So when it's in my stack over there, like, okay, I can grab it. When I have my color open on my desk, it's hard to see what that color is. So I have one of the color swatches on the side. So I know that that's Daffodil Delight. So there's your little tip for your ink pads. All right, we are going to play with watercolor paper. I was playing the other night with it. Where did I put those? And I wasn't liking the way it was turning out. This was one of the first ones, and like, yeah, no, not my favorite jam. This one was even worse. But I liked the effect of the purple spraying up there, and I think it's because I held the water spritzer at an angle, and it kind of just ran up there. And then I let it dry quite a bit and stamped those butterflies. You can see that it was not dry when I stamped those little guys, and they just ran all over the place. Those are a learning experience. So this is also going to be a learning experience. And I'm using this wonderful glass mat that I got as being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We got to pre-order. So did that in the month of December. If you join Stampin' Up! Right now, you can, this is one of the perks, I guess. I mean, that's the easiest way to say it. It's a perk for joining. So you get the glass mat, this little silicone mat that I've got over here on the side. It's got little compartments in it, and a chamois to clean it with. So, but what we're going to do first, let me see if I can raise this up a little taller. I'll try to get all the, let me turn that light on and see if that'll help. It did some. We'll see. All right. We are going to drop a few drops of Melon Mambo on this. For my friends who know me knows that Brenda doesn't like messy, but we're going to play with messy tonight. So we'll see how it goes. All right. I'm going to do about 3 drops. That's probably 4. That is Melon Mambo. You can do whatever color colors you want, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to dab it on my board to kind of get it ready or get them to blend together. And then I'm just going to start right here and come over on the watercolor paper and swipe, and I'll lay that towards the top. The next piece, you can see that obviously they're different because of the just starting on it, the shades. We're going to do 4 because this is the watercolor paper that you get with that you can order from Stampin' Up. And they come in 5x7 sheets. So I just cut it in half. Just picking that up off the glass mat. And you can see that it's about ran out of the re-inker. Let's get right down there. See if I can pull some off there. Nope, we're good. Okay, now I'm just going to wipe it off the glass mat and toss it. All right, so I'm going to try to keep these in order that I used them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go with Daffodil Delight on my next baby wipe. Ha, so far so good, not on my fingers. Oops, that's probably too many. We'll see. And then I'm going to turn this and start down here at the bottom. Run them together. Two, turn. And obviously every one that you do is going to be a little different. We're just making backgrounds. But I am in love with sunsets, the colors of sunsets. So that's why I grabbed these three colors. There we go. And wipe off the glass mat. You can grab the chamois that comes with it and do that, but this is working. All right. Oh, my fingers turned a little yellow. It's okay. I knew it was going to be messy. All right, for the color that goes in between, I chose Flirty Flamingo. Dry my hand off a little bit. I've seen several demonstrators use this technique and they drop ink drops on this with different ones and stamp it. Like they grab an image and get the ink off of there and then stamp it on their paper. But this is a new one for me. All right, dab it there to kind of mix it all together and blend those two colors together. So you've got one that's kind of strong. I'm making sure all the white is covered. And then in here. Isn't that pretty? And let's see if I can fold that until I can get those. Three or four is almost too many. Pick up some more off of the mat. I could add another dot, but it would make it too strong because it's really dark. And that just gives it a little more fun. So there's our background colors. They are too wet to put on a card right now. I would not want to add any adhesive. All right, let me grab my little chamois. Back, close those so they don't dry out. You want your baby wipes to be really wet because the watercolor paper is definitely going to absorb. All right, pulling back down in the camera view. Oh, I like the way this one looks on the computer, on the screen. That's pretty cool. I am going to do, this one's really strong. I'm going to shove these to the top, pull this one right here, and then I grabbed my Stampin' Spritzer. And while this is still a little wet, I'm just going to mist that. And that will pull some of that color up and make little dots on it. I don't want to saturate it, which is what I almost did. And grab a paper towel. Now I'm going to lay that one over to the side so it can dry. I'm going to get my Wink Stella and I'm going to pull number, that's 1 through 3 in strength down. And let's add some Stella to this and make it glittery. I'm making sure it's got quite a bit on the brush tip. And I don't know if you can tell that I'm trying to squeeze it down. You can see it coming down the barrel. That one may be about out. Come on, little Miss Stella. Let me grab one that I know is brand new and we'll go with that one just a second. Winka Stella comes like this. And when you open it, it's got this little black band right there. You need to that is dry, nothing's been touching it. So you need to unscrew this, take this little band off. That looks like it's got some sun. Put this back on, screw the barrels together. I'm going to put the lid on it and shake it. And try to cover up that glare. And then get a little piece of scrap. You can see it come down the barrel. That's Winka Stella. That's getting those bristles juicy. Come on. I am going to use another piece of cardstock so I don't get it all on my lid. And I'm going to flick it. Slide up, come back here. Is it? You can't see it. Hang on. I'll lift it up closer to the camera. All right. That's good. Now I have Winka Stella flex everywhere. I'm gonna grab a baby wipe for that. Slide you to the side. If you were using your regular grid paper, you wouldn't be able to just wipe it off. You'd have to toss it and start over with a fresh piece. All right. Toss. Dry. See the speckles? Isn't that cool? And I don't think you can tell. I think I might have got that one too wet. Maybe. I'm going to hold it over here. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. You could use a one of the aqua painters and flick it the same way. That's what I was trying to go for. Let me grab that instead. Is that wet? It is. So that it's got blobs. That's the look. That's the look. Okay. You can see where those bigger flecks hit that paper. There we go. Grab my paper towel. All right, and I'll just grab, let's do Melon Mambo card base. And I already have one cut. Yep. And Daffodil Delight as a layer. These are too small. Here's what the fluid watercolor paper looks like. There we go. 5 1/4. 4. I can go ahead and layer these two together. And then I'm not going to attach that just yet. I might trim it a little bit so that it has an equal border all the way around. But I'm just laying those on there so you can see. That's pretty. That's obviously a little lighter. And then this one's a lot lighter. And then would grab a piece of ribbon. That one's gold. Don't want gold. Um, this will keep it in. Ah, that would be, oh, there we go. Layer a piece of that on it. And let's go with Flirty Flamingo. And the heartfelt, no, not heartfelt. So let's go with the Modern Oval. That'll pull out some of that Flirty Flamingo in the middle. Cut one more while we're cutting. And let that dry. What sentiments? Let's grab. It's too faint, too fancy. How many? No, this is how you make cards. You just grab that's a cute stamp set. I like those. But I think I'm gonna send, I'll put You're the Best from Hooray for Surprises. Stack these files up here. This again is crafting on the fly with Brenda. I know that if you've watched my channel, you kind of know that's how I roll. Um, I honestly am trying to do a little better. All right, that can go like I want. I'm gonna cut it on, I think that's an inch and a half, or an inch and a quarter actually. Melon Mambo, because that's the first ink color we used. Need a block. Lay that guy back there. Trying to keep it in the light of the camera so you can see. Isn't that pretty? And then layering it on here, but I want the corners to be, or the ends, and that'll still give it that little layer. Add some adhesive to the back. You are welcome to log into your Gmail account so I can see if you're chatting with me or want to chat with me. You don't have to. Let me know what you think of this technique. If you try it, please post it on your Facebook account or on my Facebook page. I'll put these cards, when I get the cards finished, I will put a post over there for you to share yours underneath. I'm going to go ahead and cut that and layer it. I won't attach it because that's still too wet and I don't want it to ruin the card. So that'll go like that. That'll go down. And that'll go on dimensionals. Kind of in the middle. So you can see the braided or the woven rope kind of. And actually, I like that. And then I'll add some bling to it, but I can't do that until it dries. So there's what that darker, stronger one would look like. That gives you an idea of what that one would look like. Let's grab the sparkly one. I like that Wink of Stella on there. Can put it as high or low as you want, or down in the corner. And then I don't think I'll do 4 again. That one, well, you can. I mean, it's light. It's really light. And it's still pretty too. And that gives me my sunset colors. So I will finish these cards and I will share them on my Facebook page so that you can see them completed and get an idea of what they look like. If you like them, let me know. If you don't, it's like, Brenda, why'd you do such a messy technique? Well, because I had to try, right? I had pulled out a technique book that I did many years ago, and it's like watercoloring, baby wipe technique. The baby wipe technique in there pulled out, like we used to have glossy paper, and so she rubbed it on the glossy paper and made it that way. But I thought, I've got the watercolor paper out. Wouldn't it work the same way? Granted, it absorbs obviously a lot better. So you can put it as light or as dark. You can add the little flecks. You can add the little spots. Whatever you want to do. Have fun. Create something. Let me stop my screen share. And if you don't have a glass mat, but would like one, and you're not a demonstrator yet, now's a great time to get one. I would love to have you be part of our Homegrown Stampers team. If you are a demonstrator and you didn't get a chance to grab one when they had them available, we don't know that they're going to be available again. You could use a glass cutting mat or glass cutting board. You could use a gel or a silicone mat, something that won't absorb water when you're rubbing your baby wipes on it. So there's those tips. But again, I would definitely love for you to be part of the happy Homegrown Stampers team. But thank you for watching. I will finish these cards when they dry. Depending on how warm or cool it is in your area when you're doing it, it might take 15 to 20 minutes, 30 or so. It just depends on how saturated you get them. So have fun, do something creative today, and something for yourself. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.